Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing fine. I'm just really cold. The wind is really cold at the moment in Osaka. But fortunately, I don't have to go out that much because I've finished my big grand missions, including today's one, which is the Saigoku 33 個所, which is the Saigoku, which is Kansai 33 Kannon Temple Pilgrimage. I think that's the translation for it. Basically 33 temples scattered around Kansai with Kannon statues. Kannon is the name of a Buddhist goddess. So I've been going to various temples over the last 9 years, it turns out, at varying paces to get stamps in my temple stamp book. I'll show you that afterwards. But today I'm going to finish off the last of my temples, which I managed to finish in December. I think we've got 6 today that we're going to go over. They're quite short though, so don't feel like this is going to be a marathon. First we're going to Ichijo-ji in Hyogo Prefecture. Then we've got Iwama-dera, which is in Shiga. Nearby is also Ishiyama-dera. Also then in Shiga, I think most of these are in Shiga, we've got Kannonsho-ji and also Chomei-ji. And finally, in the middle of Lake Biwa, we've got Hogon-ji. These are all 6 temples from the list. So I'm gonna talk to you about those. I'm gonna show you around them briefly, and then I'll talk a little bit later and show you my stamp book as well. So before I start all that, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, please leave a comment or a question. Anything is fine, just tell me what you ate for lunch, that's fine. And share this channel to anyone who's looking for some unusual places to visit that are not on the normal beaten track. And also leave me a super like if you really like this stuff. That helps me travel a lot more, and basically I've made no money from this channel so far, so maybe this year's the time to start. Okay, I'm going to hand over to myself. I'm going to narrate my way through this, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so let's start off our collection at Ichijo-ji in Hyogo. The bus drops you here, and you can buy your ticket in that little booth. And then you've got to go up 3 flights of these stairs to get to the top. Not too bad, but after the first flight you see this temple building. After the second you get to see the 3-story pagoda, very nice. It was a bit of a grey day, and the sun was making it a bit bright behind the clouds, so the contrast is a bit crazy, but you can see the Japanese woodwork there. And turning around at the top you can see the main building of Ichijo-ji. It has its own little wooden balcony. My feet got a little bit cold because you have to take your shoes off there. But inside, as expected, you see some rather intricate Japanese woodwork. I can't show you the main inner area with the statues, but you can see the big lanterns here. You can buy some lucky charms, a temple stamp book, other souvenirs. Otherwise, just pay your respects and put some money in the offering box. And you can even shake the bell using that big rope in the middle. So very nice inside. This is a kind of standard looking Japanese temple, but it's got a nice piece to it. This is the area you can get your book stamped as well. So you can get that done for 500 yen. You can even use the hair dryers there to dry the ink so it doesn't get stuck in your book. They've really thought of everything. And otherwise the view from here is very nice. You get to see the pagoda from the top and some of the nice view of Hyogo Prefecture's nature. And at the bottom, back at the bus stop, there is a nice rest area. Nobody was in there this time, but get some information about the 33 temples as well. So let's move on now. Let's go to Shiga Prefecture, to Iwama-dera. There was a very long walk up this hill, which took me about an hour from the bus stop, because I'm not very healthy. But here's the entrance finally. And the main building. There aren't a lot of other buildings in this area, but here's the main temple building. So you can get your stamps over there on the left. You can walk inside as well, just have a bit of a wander. There's a little Japanese garden inside with a big pond. It's kind of nice to walk around. There's a little treasure house on the side behind me. So yeah, check that out. That's the treasure house over there. You couldn't really see much on that particular day though. You might notice that they are cooking something as well. They were making some rice here in this big rice cooker. And they were having a festival, which apparently happens in December. They're making mochi, the rice cakes. So you can watch them make the mochi in this mochi pestle with these hammers. Very dangerous looking, but they are trained professionals. They even give you freebies as well. So I got a nice free zenzai, which is like red bean paste soup with mochi. Very nice. On the way down, I actually got a lift by someone who was visiting. They took me to Ishiyama-dera, which is on the way back to the station. Ishiyama-dera is a lot more accessible, so you can just walk there from the station, I believe, or you can just take the bus. It's not too far. So quite a large temple complex, this one. There got some interesting rocky features as well. You can actually climb through those tunnels, but it just rained quite a lot, so I think that wasn't a good idea. And then finally take the steps up to the temple. I think it's just those 2 flights there. You can't really see the temple building particularly clearly, but that's it in the back there. That's Ishiyama-dera's main building. You get your stamps in there. But there is this wide kind of plaza area with this small pagoda on top. So let's head up there to the deeper area, the kind of the grounds. There's a nice view from up there too, so you can see the rest of the buildings from over there. Otherwise, keep going up and you can see this pagoda up close. Just feel more like the center point of the temple complex, even though it's not the main building. So there we go, kind of unusual. Well, no, it's not actually that unusual having this round ball area on the top. But elsewhere, you can just kind of walk around. Might be nice in a bit warmer seasons, I think. You can see some small buildings. Have a walk around the little gardens, which are not in bloom. This was in December, I think. There were some flowers blooming though, that was quite nice. Not sure what they are. And this huge treasure house too. There is a museum as well, which was closed on this particular day. That's kind of up in the back as well. And I think there's some connection with Tales of Genji as well. I think some parts of it were written in Ishiyama-dera. Otherwise, just enjoy the gardens and yeah, make your way back. So that's a very nice temple to visit in warmer seasons. So now let's get to Kannonsho-ji, which is close to Omi-Hachiman City in Shiga. So again, another long walk up here, quite steep, but you can drive most of the way. And some more guardian statues at the front. There aren't that many buildings here. There are some separate little temples that you can visit and pay your respects to. So there we go. So a little bit bigger than Iwama-dera was. And of course I was here for the main building, Kannonsho-ji's main building. So you can go inside there. You do have to pay to get into this one though. This looks slightly more modern as well. I think the wood doesn't look so old, but very nice nonetheless. And some more lanterns and things. Interesting to see more kind of pine colour wood. And you can actually see the temple. I did ask permission. Well, he encouraged me to take a video of inside there. It's a very nice place. Now on to Chomei-ji as well. This is also part of Omi-Hachiman City and a very long staircase. This is not to be trifled with. I think it's about 800 steps, which almost killed me, but I got there in the end. There we go, you can see all the way down. You can drive up here. It's a very windy road, but very drivable. And they've got a 3-story pagoda as well. These are quite popular. I do like a pagoda. And then the main temple complex itself. There's a few separate temples, and then the main building here, which is where you get your stamps. They were getting ready for New Year, because this was the end of December, so they were making preparations for the first visits of the year. Lots of paper decorations. Yeah, quite nice. Quite a large building actually compared to the other one so far. So there we go. That's Chomei-ji's main building. There is a nice viewpoint as well, where you can see the roofs of the buildings very gradually making a nice curve. It's apparently a famous view. So there we go. That's Chomei-ji. I think we're almost done with Shiga, but we've got one more to go to. So check that one out if you can. Now I was heading to Hikone for the last one, which is also in Shiga Prefecture. Famous for Hikone Castle, of course. And this fantastic helmet there. You can have some Zaya with that. there was a free shuttle bus, which apparently I had to reserve, but there was enough space to just let me on. If you've got a ticket to the ferry terminal, then you can use the shuttle bus, which takes you to the terminal itself. And board the ferry. Some people waving at us from the ferry terminal, very cute. And we're heading out into Lake Biwa, the largest lake in Japan. Very large, you can see. And I'm heading off towards an island you can just about see over there. So this is Chikubushima Island. As you can see, we had some snow the day before, so it's looking a bit frosty on the tips even. Now there are a lot of stairs again. This one really got me because it was really cold as well. So it takes about 5 or 10 minutes to get to the top of there, but you can see views of the ferry terminal area. There's a couple of restaurants and shops there too. So still heading up there. Finally, I made it all the way to the top to Hogon-ji, which is the final temple I had to visit for my pilgrimage. Very beautiful with the snow on top as well. I think this is a fairly new temple comparatively, although the location is not new. Very high ceilings as well. That's a little bit unusual for the temples I've seen. And another 3-story pagoda, which I had to go and check out, with the snow melting around us. Otherwise, you can just have a walk around. You can just enjoy the Lake Biwa view. Just enjoy the view from all the steps you've climbed up. There is a kind of a treasure house as well. All the important things that are kept in there. So this has a kind of long tunnel through, wooden tunnel, which is apparently a national cultural asset. You can see it from the outside too there. This is a protected structure. And there's another temple as you make your way through there, again covered in snow. And a lovely view of Lake Biwa and this Torii Gate looking out onto the lake. So there we go. I had to head off back on my ferry. You only get 80 minutes, I think, before you have to go back to your ferry. It's very strict. And there we go, leaving Chikubushima behind. It was a nice visit, nice little adventure, and high-speed boat. I think it takes about 40 minutes from the terminal, so I had some time to sit back and warm up again. And on the way back, visiting Hikone Castle, and there's Hikon-yan there, greeting his loyal followers. Okay, thank you for watching. Let's head back to myself. Okay, what did you think of these temples? Did you have any favourites? Let me know in the comments. So that's my last 6 finished. I had actually been to Ishiyama-dera before, but just by luck I got taken there by a kind well-wisher. So shall I go through them one by one? What was the first one? Ichijo-ji was pretty easy to get to. I just took a bus from Himeji station. That took about 40 minutes, I think, and it just drops you right outside. Very nice. Quite a small one, really, so it might be nice to add that onto a Himeji visit. Otherwise it's not much to do. You're only really there for about an hour, and then you can go back on the next bus. But that was a nice place to visit. It must be a bit nicer during spring. I think going off season's not really a great idea. Next was Iwama-dera, which almost killed me because I had to walk up a really steep, winding road. It's all drivable. I think some people are worried about how windy the roads are, but they are quite wide. I think there is a bus that can go up there sometimes, but not usually. So I got dropped off at a bus stop about 30 minutes away from the station, and then walked it up from there. Very cold, very out of breath. There's a nice view on the way though. I think I was too tired to take any footage of it. The temple itself is quite small. I think that was probably the smallest one in the collection, but I did get that free mochi and the people were very friendly. I think that happens on weekends in December every year, so if you want to time that visit, please check out the website, maybe that will help more. So that was Iwama-dera. Then I was going to walk back down the slope again, but someone who was leaving at the same time gave me a ride to Ishiyama-dera, which is kind of halfway back. So that was nice too. A much larger complex, but very beautiful. A big pagoda thing in the middle. Yes, that's nice. Quite a popular one to visit. I think it's quite accessible from Ishiyama station, so definitely go there. Then we had Kannonsho-ji, which was the two in Omihachiman city were quite difficult to get to. Thank you to Armando, my friend, who drove me to each of those. We did them in the same day, although he was a bit worried about the winding road, so we started from the bottom, which was not good for me because I'm really out of shape. But he was fine. Yeah, I was huffing and puffing. But Kannonsho-ji, yeah, nice one too. It looks fairly new. I mean, none of these are new, but they've had renewals over the years because wooden buildings only have a certain life to them. But yeah, very nice view from the top as well from there. And I think you can pay extra and actually go inside the main temple area. So there was like a access all areas, which I didn't really have time to do and didn't really have, I don't know, enough interest or investment in it to do myself. But yeah, you're welcome to try that. Then Chomei-ji, that also almost killed me because of the steps. I thought, oh, steps, that's not too bad. That's they're not going to have that many steps if it's a temple, because it's hard to maintain those. But they were quite rocky steps, quite large steps as well. So please take that. Take it easy going up there. I think there might have been a bus up there, or it might drop you at the bottom. But if you're having trouble with walking, you could try the actual road going up there, because that's a bit flatter and easier. It takes longer, I guess, but it's maybe a little bit less taxing. But that was nice up there too. Nice large temple building, another pagoda, and the nice view of the kind of snaking rooftops was very beautiful. And the final one, Hogon-ji, in the middle of Lake Biwa. That was a really unique one. A bit of a pain to get there. I mean, Hikone is quite far from Osaka. It takes about 90 minutes, I think, by train. Then you've got to get to the ferry terminal. Then you've got to take the ferry. So it was quite a, probably about 3 hours all said and done, the whole thing. And then you have to get back on the next boat. That's kind of a rule. So I guess so people don't stay ages and then overload the last boat or something. So you only get 80 minutes on the island, which is plenty of time to go up there, take your time, walk around, go through all the buildings and come back again. You can even get some food there. So that was quite nice as well. Yeah, the boat was very calm because it's on a lake. It's not just out open sea or anything. So yeah, check that out if you're going to Hikone and you want some more things to do. Yeah, so there we go. That's the final one of my 33 temples. After 9 years, I finally decided to go for it and then finish it off. So let me show you the stamp book. This is what I was collecting the whole way through, and I'm going to try not to drop this time. But you can see the various stamps. These are done in the temples by the priests or the staff there anyway. They do this beautiful calligraphy. Now it costs 500 yen. It didn't used to, but 500 yen per stamp. So you can just kind of see different kanji for each place. It does say when you went there as well. I think that's down there. So it helps if you can read kanji. I mean, I'm not too bad at it, but I'm not very good at it. These kind of calligraphy ones. But you can see this is a Saigoku 33個所special temple book. It's called a Goshuin-cho, which is Goshuin is the stamps, and then cho means a notebook. So there we go. There are a few more that I haven't finished yet, which are called bangai, which means they're not numbered. They're not in the 33, but there's only 3 of them, so I think I might kind of pick those off over the next couple of months just to get a bit of closure, get that platinum trophy. So there we go. Yeah, I'm going to make one more video about the Saigoku 33, which will be a kind of PowerPoint to show you all 33 of them in one presentation. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to the channel. I have made a couple already. I did a bit of a temple run recently. I went to a handful of shrines. I collected them all together, and also Nakayama-dera, I went there. That's one of them that got its own video. And also recently I went to Amanohashidate, and I picked off three temples there too. So check those out if you're really into temples. I've got some more stuff on here. Check out the playlists. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or a question about any of these places, or just talk to me, and share this channel to any temple lovers out there. And leave a super like if you really enjoyed this stuff, because that'll prompt me to make some more, and give me a bit of a budget as well, hopefully. So thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.